What's up, guys? It's the Reality Grizzly, back for some more reality fun. But before I dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get into it. Alright, so the girls' trip continues in Chapter 2 titled Renew. The episode opens up with the girls waking up. They're getting their day started. Everyone's checking in with their families. The hosts are hosting. Some of the girls are in their rooms gossiping. Then, eventually, everyone gathers in the kitchen to go over the plans of the day. But before that happens, Angela tries to get in contact with her husband, Mr. Charles Oakley, for their anniversary, but can't get a hold of him. But she did say she talked to him the day before on their actual anniversary. As the ladies gather in the kitchen, Brit reminds them why she does not take shots. She has been vomiting all night prior. Shamea's luggage still isn't there. Not only is it not there, it can't be tracked at this point. I know she is livid. They discuss Portia, Phaedra, Shamea, and Cynthia will be going to see the waterfall. Drew, Angela, Brit, and Kelly will be going to a cooking class. Now, to be honest, I would have rather went to the waterfall, honey. I can cook at home. I want to bask in the beautiful waters of Grenada, sweetie. Anyways, the ladies take off to their destinations to review and connect. But on the way there, Shamea has some concerns about Brit being cheap and a smartass towards her earlier. Phaedra says you shouldn't bring a donation under $1,000. And Portia and Cynthia agree on donation etiquette. Brit was just cheap and trifling and clearly doesn't have the coin she tries to act like she has. It's giving brokey. On the other van, Angela is excited about her 8-year anniversary. She has updated the ladies, letting them know that she will be having a conversation with Charles later, hoping he picks up the phone this time. The ladies get to their destination. Bus 1 lands at the waterfall. They are greeted with monkeys, honey. They see the lizards. It's a beautiful scenery, all the greenery. Bus 2 lands at a black-owned distillery, greeted with beautiful drinks. The drinks look so good. And it's a black-owned distillery. I would love to go there. Made by sexy men in Grenada. They watch as the chefs in Grenada show them how to make a meal from their culture. It actually looked really good. I wish I knew how to cook. Seems like the ladies have fun cooking together. Of course, Phaedra and Portia take their Thoughtlandia pictures along with Shamea and Cynthia. Yes, the ladies look so good enjoying the mist from the waterfall. Shamea says she feels like Kelly Rowland. Yes, I live. And they end up ordering margaritas and pina coladas, honey. Yes. So the meal is ready with the ladies, and apparently there's like beef and pork. Brit doesn't eat meat. She's like, I haven't eaten meat in over 30 years. Like, girl, you've had plenty of meat, honey. Stop trying to act like you're vegan vegetarian now. She does bring up her friction with Drew and Angela and how it's improved. Phaedra brings up the awkward comment Brit made the night prior about Apollo being invited to her event. I told y'all in one of my last videos, that was weird as hell. Brit has a weird way of trying to fit in, and it comes off as if she's really not a girl's girl. Kelly and Drew get into their little conversation when Kelly's like, who is Black? Portia kind of explains who she think Black is to Drew. I feel like she put a little spice on it, but Drew did admit to flirting with him here and there further in the conversation. So I do guess there was some truth to it, but she said that's not the case because she's still going through her process, which I'm assuming she's talking about divorce. The ladies head back home to get ready to meet the Prime Minister. We have a beautiful, silly moment from Shamea and Portia. This really made my heart warm up. They were making songs together. It just seemed like their friendship was back to that happy, dynamic, and it just seemed like they didn't skip a beat. Now, the ladies must be on time to meet the minister, so everyone goes and gets ready to head to the beautiful dinner that the Prime Minister has set up for them. I must say, the ladies slayed their looks. Everyone looked gorgeous. If I had to give a best dress and worst dress, I'd say Portia was the best. She looked gorgeous. I loved her hair, makeup, and outfit. I won't give a worst dress. I'll be positive today. Angela finally gets Charles on the phone, but then she shortly ends up getting agitated that he's not paying attention. She says she wants to beat his ass because she feels as if he's being petty for not being able to get any bedroom action because she's there in Grenada rather than being there with him.
He's just like, whatever, okay. Like, I'm gonna get up and beat his ass. You know what? You're not giving me I need some mojo. We're about to go to this dinner. I believe my husband is being petty right now because it's our anniversary, and typically
Now, Charles, you are hella rich. You could have flew in for the day if you wanted the kitty cat that bad. Anyway, before they take off to dinner, Shamea and Brit kind of have a little verbal back and forth. Apparently, Brit didn't want to take any shots. I do believe Shamea has something built up inside against Brit, but it gets more intense. The ladies make it to dinner and on time, order their five-star meals, catch up on the daily activities, how everything was with the distillery and the waterfall. Then things turn to the donations of it all. Shamia is like, we cannot be pulling up in Birkins and Rolls Royce and Bentleys and not give much in donations. Apparently, Britt takes that as shade, and Shamia deflects as Britt calls her passive aggressive. Britt is like, what is your real issue with me? You are my girl. Kelly says, if you were going to show up and be that girl, show up, then be that girl in all aspects. Basically, siding with Shamia. Britt's like, you said donate whatever you feel. Things escalate. Shamia says she's behaving aggressive. Britt's like, you're being passive aggressive. Britt's like, look, does anybody else at the table have anything else to ask me? And Portia speaks up, and they end up getting into it, apparently over Portia not saving her phone number.
Message me in a text message. Who is this? Who said that? You have. One time. So there's a group chat with all of us beautiful ladies. So I'm like, well, who is everybody? Put your name up. Everybody ignored my message and put your name up. So she said something to me in the chat and I ignore her. And then she's like, well, Portia, I'm talking to you. I'm like, well, who are you?
Britt is so sensitive. It's really making me flash back to how she tortured and taunted Kenya all season long. Now she's trying to get a moment out of Portia right as the prime minister is approaching too. Shamia is like, can we put a button on this, honey? And Britt is still going. She is a tacky ass woman. The prime minister gets there. He seems really cool. Shamia's like, pull up a chair. He's like, of course, I'll stay for a drink. The ladies are batting their eyes, touching their hair. They're flirting, getting to know him. They ask about his family. The ladies discuss who would make a great first lady. Of course, obviously not while he's there, but it was just a fun mess. Angela gets into how Charles doesn't wear his wedding ring. Honey just giving out all of her little business for free, honey. Portia's like, girl, do you have Tourette's blurting out all your business like that? But a cake does get delivered to the table for her anniversary. It's a really cute moment. All the girls are clapping, they're cheering. She's getting emotional because the girls have made her feel welcomed. And it's just a really good feeling for her. They wrap up the wonderful dinner. They head back to the house. Phaedra is on the same bus with Britt. She ends up giving Britt really good advice, saying it seems like she's been sitting on ready and needs to show herself friendly. Says, in this group, you'll need all the friends you can have, which was really good advice. That was a great moment from Phaedra, humanizing her a little bit more. Angela even asked, does she have a book coming out? Because that was great advice. Shamia gets a call from her husband while she's on the way back. Shiloh was left without clothes on. It was just awful, inhumane situation. I hate that Shamia has to go through this. It hurts my heart. It hurts me to the core. She really gets emotional, starts crying. The ladies gather around her, comforting her during this awful news. Basically, something about her baby's immune system possibly being at risk. And Gerald is like, we need to get rid of this lady. I'm assuming it's the lady that was taking care of Shia. The ladies get back to the house and Shamia shares the news. All the ladies pray for her as she cries uncontrollably. She feels bad about being on vacation while her baby is sick back at home. It has to be an awful feeling, but the ladies did a great job of comforting her. Even Britt tried making amends with Shamia, saying, I will always be there for you no matter what. They share a hug. They end up taking shots. I guess Britt was like, look, I'm going to do this. It's going to be an olive branch. I just told y'all I don't take shots, but I'm going to take this shot, honey. Child, Britt even starts flashing her big melon boobs to the girls in the kitchen. Girl, flopping them titties all over the kitchen island. I will say this was the only moment I liked from Britt this season. I wish we would have had more of this Britt, and the episode concludes. Is it just me, or does it seem like Britt is self-sabotaging herself? I can't wait to see how things change up in the friendship with Kelly. Do you guys think the third chapter of this will end in peace and harmony, seeing that everyone pretty much made up this episode? And will Portia and Shamia's friendship remain strong the rest of the season? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.